Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and my distinct pleasure to have the opportunity to introduce you to a personal hero of mine, a former soldier himself and an inspiration to our nation, an aspiring example to many, the soldiers, sailors, airmen, Coast Guardsmen, Marines, their sons and daughters, their mothers and fathers salute you in what you've done for all of us, Mr. Arnold Fisher.
Thank you very much. Thank you, General. Thank you, Paul. I'm very honored to be here tonight at the Heroes Gala, this aptly named event. Our veterans are heroes. Every American citizen owes them unqualified gratitude and appreciation. And certainly those who have served in Iraq and Afghanistan have sacrificed as nobly and performed their duty as honorably as any group of veterans in this nation's history. The IAVA's work in ensuring this newest generation of veterans receives the acknowledgement, the support, and the benefits they richly deserve is to be commended. So it is with great humility and respect for your leadership, benefactors, and membership that I accept the Civilian Service Award on behalf of the organization I chair, the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund, and its many supporters and volunteers. Our fund never accepts praise without redirecting it to those we are honored to be helping, the brave men and women of our armed forces and their families. They are true patriots, risking everything to protect our nation and its citizens. There is no more deserving group of people than our military personnel and veterans. Having spent a lot of time with rehabbing warriors, I have seen unbelievable determination, spirit, and courage from men and women who face tremendous physical and mental challenges. Your achievements as Paralympic athletes symbolize the character and positive attitude that so many of our brave injured service people, men and women, exhibit on a daily basis. Scott and Carlos, you set a great example, not just for your fellow veterans, but for all Americans. As we mark Veterans Day 2008 this week, I was struck by the new relevance of which this old holiday is imbued. The new generation of veterans is reminding our nation the meaning of love of country, true patriotism, and citizen service. And these veterans are doing so through the quality and depth of their sacrifice. I know this because I was privileged to chair an organization whose sole reason for existence is to support the men and women of the armed forces and their families. Since 2003, the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund has provided close to $75 million in support for families of military personnel lost in service of our nation, and for severely wounded service people and veterans. In chairing this fund, I have met many of our extraordinary military personnel and their families, and I have talked to those who command them. In February this year, I accompanied the then Vice Chief of the Army, General Dick Cody, to Iraq and Afghanistan, and watched as hundreds of servicemen and women re-enlisted in the battlefield. That experience has convinced me that the current generation of service personnel is among the finest our nation has ever produced. Many of the young people I've met have been badly injured. They and their families face tremendous challenges. Yet the courage and determination they exhibit and the sense of duty and honor they embody humble all of us who encounter them. These young veterans are above all proud Americans whose love of country and loyalty to their brothers and sisters in arms epitomize the best our nation has to offer. Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund is honored to stand beside them and to be the vehicle through which so many Americans express their support and gratitude. The fund's efforts are funded entirely with donations from the public, and hundreds of thousands have contributed. Our fund's pledge to both donor and recipient is simple. 100% of the contribution goes towards our program. All administrative expenses are underwritten by the fund's trustees. We have seen the focus of the fund's activities change in 5 years of existence. Originally, we provided financial aid to the families of service personnel who lost their lives in the line of duty. In 2005, a new federal law substantially increased the death benefits offered by the armed services, allowing us to take up a new mission, supporting the severely injured. Over 90% of those wounded in combat today survive. These injured personnel number more than 27,000 from wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and many are grievously hurt. 6% of those injured in Iraq have amputations. Hundreds have been severely burned, and soldiers have suffered eye injuries at a rate far higher than any previous conflict. Devastating head wounds and brain injuries are more common as well. So the Fallen Heroes Fund today is striving to provide these servicemen and women with the treatment and support they need to recover from their wounds and take up again their lives they selfishly offered in service to their country.